Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Market Bullets. After Christmas, your go-to investment series where we dissect the dynamic landscape of the macroeconomy and navigate this thrilling world of cryptocurrencies. So I'm very thrilled to be your guide through the financial adventure. So brace yourself as we delve into the fascinating realm of financial asset classes, macroeconomy and other things, all related finance. So in an era of digital transformation, understanding the nuances of not only blockchain but also macroeconomy is crucial in order to comprehend where this liquidity is flowing across the market. So we will at first study macroeconomy, and then we will delve into other things and get down into the rabbit hole of Bitcoin Satoshi vision. So welcome to Market Bullets, where we aim to make your journey through markets hopefully more easy and more understandable. So we are jumping to the first element, and let's find out what's going on in terms of the predictions. So federal funds rate has had a kind of a pesky track record in terms of predicting. So if we just wonder whether the Federal Reserve or any type of analyst have a forecasting power of 100% over where the economy might go, that's a kind of just a false pundit. So everyone is right now cracking its head when Federal Funds Reserves rates will eventually get lower. There are many of forecasters that are assessing this one to go to lower levels even in the first quarter of the next year. But as you can find right here, there is a track record in calling where rates were projected to head in the future, and you can find that it was overshooting back in 2019 and then undershooting supposedly somewhere around 2021, when we have expected that we have already peaked with fund rates back across the 2022 and 2023. So right here you can find that neither the FOMC nor markets have much of credibility of forecasting that gauge. Every economic projection with a far-fetched outcome just treat with a grain of salt, lest fall into over-biased investing scenario. So as we don't know, the interest rate market also impacting the crypto markets. That's why you shouldn't really fall for that too much, and just skip very vocal forecasts of where the things may go next. When it comes to the predictions of the Bitcoin, but based on very measurable patterns, that's Fibonacci and trend lines, we can find underneath right here that there is a comparison of Bitcoin market cycles of 2017 and 2021 bubbles in relation to the Fibonacci extensions and trend lines. So I have said that forecasting of where the interest rate go based on just the thin air is really bringing many of dashed hopes. However, when it comes to technical analysis, we can assess where the probability sits, and such indicators that were working out in the past as Fibonacci in the long extension of time horizon and the trend lines had a statistical power that gave us an edge. And right here you can find that in 2019 and 2020 we have broken that trend line back then and then spiked up. The similar pattern what happened back in 2023, right in the November and December. Right now we supposed to be of where we've been there in 2020, right before this great market drawdown, this COVID drawdown that really brought valuation lower. Could we get to this drawdown once again, and does it mean that the current market flash inflow will become once again the food for smart money, aka whales buying at the bottom, somewhere around this 340 billion in terms of market cap? Are we about to suffer another major drawdown before the ultimate rally forward this cycle? So in order for this, let me know your thoughts in the comments below the video. We are jumping next to our assessment of where the crypto economy may go next, this time about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is getting more mature with time, and that's why the wild ride of 2022 bear market, though kinder than 2018 and 2020, so major digital assets drop by heart-wrenching minus 75% from the all-time highs in 2023. Every time in the current Bitcoin's history, after a cool-off period, a tale of resilience and about its long-term value is unfolding, and crypto warriors staging a comeback, reclaiming a chunk of their battle scars. A battle in disguise is that those corrections are getting shallower within time, within every market cycle. And what does it mean? Shallower drawdowns are typically a remark of greater depth of all the books and a symbol of maturity of a market asset. So with a high liquidity, with a high level of liquidity, large buy or sell orders are less likely to cause drastic price movements, and needless to say, bid-ask spreads, this difference between the buying and selling prices, tend to be narrower in liquid markets, favoring algorithmic funds to join the party to boost market efficiency even further. And all that fundamental facts poise for greater institutional adoption within the days to come. And in the meanwhile, if you just have jumped into this bandwagon of Bitcoin in anticipation for your positive return of investments to materialize, remember that endurance is the hero in this saga guiding through storms, and endurance may go through this roller coaster rallies. When it comes to the trend that is really empowered in the fourth quarter of 2023, that was digital tokens, non-fungible tokens that really remark many of the features. But let's start from scratch. So 2022 maybe thought by me analyzing NFTs market volumes a real popping bubble. Yeah, right there. I don't have it right on this screen, but just if you have a look at daily volumes of NFTs for the times, that was really crushing. Needless to say, a demise of many digital NFT tokens was reflecting a souring of sentiment for the market when liquidity on crypto market began to run dry. So taking consideration 2023's momentum right here and interest in these digital images enabling digital ownership of assets, we may have very strong next couple of months. And there is a vast range of use cases for this technology. Among them, there is automatic processes like royalty payments to creators and representing ownership of virtual real estate, in-game items, or even event tickets. So there are also other things that we may really point out for some time, but whether it's maybe a little bit too early to hold the champagne for resurgence of this sector for next 12 months, we will have our fingers crossed for opening up new markets and opportunities for artists, creators, and collectors worldwide. right now we are jumping to a element connected to our investment thesis, and let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin strategy vision that has lately has made real waves. So Bitcoin strategy vision is always compared to Bitcoin, and the battle between those proponents of Bitcoin and Bitcoin strategy vision is getting more fierce every year. However, the narrative that BSV is the real Bitcoin core has impeded in last 2 or 3 years after Craig Wright couldn't really justify us and prove the ownership of the keys of the Bitcoin core that he was supposed to possess. Right now, the battle looks like is spookily getting over control once again, as we can find that the narrative of BSV is returning, and with the latest spike, this robust recovery of BSV on the market, we may find many of the reasons where the Bitcoin SV may gain traction and may gain in market value even more. So we're gonna find that this comparison among Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Core and Ethereum is getting closely knit to its real features. So a consensus model, we can find that proof work. So Ethereum is proof of stake right now, so it's not up to date, but other things are getting more. I would say aforementioned, considering all the up-to-date metrics. Permission type, they are all public ones, but regulatory compliant, we can find that I wouldn't really agree with this. So regulatory compliant, neither Bitcoin nor Ethereum, especially Bitcoin and SV, are not the one that have the real regulatory certainty. That's the one that I wouldn't really agree with. So I would really push a cross for this stick, and really cross this away from this table. In terms of data privacy, Bitcoin strategy vision is getting a little bit more private with latest updates, but still far from what it should get. Ethereum and Bitcoin Core are definitely yes, data private, but still very transparent. Bitcoin SV may have its supreme effect on that it will increase the privacy even higher. When it comes to tokens, every of this chain has its own token on its own blockchain. Smart contracts, we can also observe that the smart contracts are developed on Bitcoin SV, and it refers to some of the functionalities that have been implemented years ago. When it comes to fraud capacity, so Bitcoin strategy vision is more, I would say, more flexible in terms of payments. We can pay with BSV for coffee without much of the transaction fees per kilobyte. But when it comes to something that is the most important for me, however, the security of the network, that's the thing that haven't been counted on, and that's why I do find that the majority of investors will become more confident on Bitcoin solutions in relation to Bitcoin SV, even though the BSV is a little bit more flexible in terms of payments. So there are not very much better features of BSV in relation to BTC, but still the proponents are steadfast in staying for this, that BSV may have a golden path still ahead. So what's next when it comes to what may spur the hopes for the bulls is that the chart. So we are just jumping into the BSV USDT, and as we expect the bull market to stay with us for longer for altcoins, and BSV is acting as the altcoin itself, we may have a positive narration behind the market. It looks like we have just gone through the bottom process that has its culmination moment back in June with this sell-off back in the beginning of June of 2023. Right now we are really picking up these low-hanging fruits, and right here can really setting the positions right that are predestined to grow in the days to come. However, after such a strong rally on a daily, it was around 92%, or even in the apogee moment around 100%. Jumping on the bandwagon of BSV is high risky right now. So this uptick was fueled by the narrative that BSV may be a great alternative to Bitcoin Core, and that may happen, but don't forget that there are over few thousand of tokens that are also competing for the name of the alternative to Bitcoin. So despite this latest price action that is scoring high on this continuity in terms of the bull market, we are right now also entering a welcoming environment for all of the alternative coins for Bitcoin. We may have a stronger rally yet to come. This 92 and $100 level is the psychological level, however, so it's still a little bit too early whether we are getting back to this higher for longer environment for BSV right now. So what future holds? What I do expect right now on a weekly, we are strictly overbought. Similar to current scenario we have back in 20th of January 2020, when it was a great bull market for BSV. Right now, however, we don't have such a strong sentiment on a Bitcoin and altcoin market, but still we have a chance to continue this rally. So right now, as the BSV is flirting with this 100 level, I do expect this one to become a kind of a resistance that will give a slash downward to correct around at least 50% of the current wave upwards. So I do expect that BSV may stop somewhere around this area and then march toward at least 69.50ish USD T, and even more towards $64. So right now I don't find anything that may tilt toward optimism for those that are buying right at the peak, but what I do expect is that we will have some of a consolidation rally right in the beginning of January, and then supposedly move and uptick higher to levels that have been seen as the one of the bearing a decisive key area for those that were selling in 2021. So right now, in terms of those metrics, I do expect that we will have a kind of a correction, then consolidation, as it normally happens on the on this very speculative market as altcoin one, and then as we will have a continuation of the bull market in 2024, we have another turmoil engulfing behavior being seen on this market of BSV to USDT. So a cascade of positive information should be seen, but after correction with time. So that's it in today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments section below what you think about this my statement, this subjective statement of what may come next, as Bitcoin SV is tiptoeing around this bull market. We may have a correction on a way, and when it comes to predictions, I do find that this kind of a statement might be kind of reasonable, but let me know, and thank you.